You are about to hear facts that sound fake but are completely true. Stay to the end. Number 25 will shock you. In this list, the first one is banana are berries or strawberries are berries. So the straight answer to that is actually banana are berries, not the strawberries. The reason for that is botanically, bananas are developed from flower with one ovary. So that is the reason that bananas are actually berries, not the strawberries, because straw strawberries are botanically developed from flower with multiple ovaries. The next question is ectopses have how many hearts? The answer to that is ectopses. Ectopsis, what is ectopsis? What is ectopus? Ectopus is a sea creature with 8 legs. So how many hearts they have? They have 3 hearts. The reason for that is actually their blood is copper based. Copper based. Our human blood is iron based, but the blood in ectopses are actually copper based, and that blood is less efficient in carrying oxygen. So that's why naturally this creature needs 2 more hearts to carry it efficiently in the body. Next one is food that never spoils is honey. And why is that? Why honey never spoils? Because honey contains less water content, high acidity level, plus natural hydrogen peroxide. So these things make such a composition that makes it very difficult for any bacteria or mold to grow. The next point is your nose can remember different smells. How many smells, how many different scents your nose can remember actually? The answer to that is about 50,000 type of scents your nose can remember. And it is quite amazing that our scent receptors are ranges from 350 to 400, just 350 to 400 scent receptors. With the help of them, we can actually remember 50,000 types of scents. So how is it possible? The answer to that is even such tiny range of receptors, they make actually combinations like letters are only 26 in English, but with their order changing, with their different compositions, we can extract a lot of even thousands of words of English. So such way, the scent receptors, even with their small numbers, can make compositions that can remember so much higher quantity of different smells. The next point is a day on that planet is longer than a year on that planet. That planet name is Venus. Venus. Why the day is so much longer on that planet is that it spins on its axis so slow that it completes its one day in 243 days as compared to our Earth planet. But it is so fast. It is fast in its orbit around the sun as compared to our Earth, which completes its one revolution around the sun in 365 days, but the Venus completes its one circle or one revolution in 225 days. So, in this way, the day on that planet is longer than a year on that planet as compared to Earth. These things are as compared to Earth. Point number 6. In the universe, than grains of sand on Earth. Stars are more. Stars are more in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. And this includes all the sand, whether it is in deserts or on the beaches or in the sea. And that quantity of stars is not, you can say, is not without calculation. Actually, these are the observable stars that can be seen through different resources. And that's why it is said that stars are more in the universe than grains of sand on Earth, because for each grain of sand, there is 10 of thousands of stars. Point number 7 is which freeze faster, hot water or cold water? The answer is hot water. It freezes faster because warm water release oxygen. Less oxygen in water, it meant faster freeze. On the other hand, cold water contains much more oxygen. That's why it takes more time. Point number 8, it grows 15 centimeters taller in summer. What it is? So it's Eiffel Tower in France. In each summer, it grows about 15 centimeters taller than its normal height. And why is that? Because the structure absorbs heat from sun, and the iron atoms and the whole metals, due to thermal expansion. It grows taller. But on the other hand, in winter, it shrinks back to its original height. Point 9, it's a challenge. You can't hum while holding your nose closed tight. So I'm gonna try it with my closed nose. Let's see what's happened. I'm lost, folks. I'm lost. Uh, you can stop the video and you can take that challenge by yourself, but it's absolutely true that we human beings can't hum while holding our nose closed because humming requires air to vibrate, and through it requires air through our nasal passages. So without this, we can't actually hum. The next point is humans share 60% of DNA with what? With banana. That's funny and very interesting in such a way because all life stems from a common ancestor, and the things that we have similar with banana is the basic functions like cell growth and DNA replication. Along with these, 60% figure refers to the proportions of protein with similar functions. That 60% proportions of proteins with similar functions in our DNA resembles with banana. But although we contain 60% proportions of proteins with similar functions, but the sequences of it is not identical. So that means even we have that much higher percentage of similarity with bananas, we are not the half banana at all. The next point, goldfish can recognize human face. Yeah, that's true. Goldfish can recognize human face, and their ability comes from advanced visual discrimination memory. With such visual cues, they can recognize the faces of humans. The next point, heart of a blue whale as big as small car. That's incredible. Small cars. And it's weighing about the heart of a blue whale is weighing 400 to 1000 pounds. That means 180 to 450 kilograms. It's massive, powerful organ. Point 13, there are places in the ocean deeper than the height of Mount Everest. Do you know the height of Mount Everest exactly? It is 8,848 meters. Well, there are many places in the ocean that are deeper than this height, like Mariana Trench, which is also called the Challenger Deep. Mariana Trench, or Challenger Deep. It is actually 11,000 meters down. Point 14. Without its head, it can live for a week. So, what it is that without its head, it can live for a week? It's it's cockroach, because the reason for this incredible feat is because they breathe through body holes, body holes that are present in their whole body, and these body holes are called spiracles. So to breathe, they don't need a head or nose like we human beings. They just breathe anywhere from their body. And plus, another thing that make them alive for a week is that they have low pressure circulatory systems systems that that makes the clot quickly to prevent blood loss. And another advantage in this way, they have nerve clusters which can move their body parts individually. The next point, your taste buds live only it's 10 to 14 days. Yes, it's true. We have many taste buds on our tongue that last for 10 to 14 days. That's why we uh, we often we often amaze ourselves that uh, we change our taste about different things. If we are like a special thing for now, it's not obvious that we will keep liking it in the long run. Our taste buds, it changes due to many reasons too, like natural aging or fever or cold or even in pregnancy. The next point, shortest war in history. That's Anglo-Zanzibar War. That was fought on 27th August 1896, and the war was 38 to 45 minutes. In 38 to 45 minutes, it was ended due to the supremacy of United Kingdom forces. Point number 17, through the veins of a blue whale, a human being can swim. That's incredible. If not a full grown human being, at least a child can do that easily because the veins of a blue whale, they are so massive that a human could swim through them. However, to do so is impossible and dangerous due to blood pressure and the sheer mechanics of circulatory system. The next point number 18, human brain generates enough electricity to power a small bulb. That's true. The human brain generates enough electrical power around, you can say, 12 to 25 watts to light a small LED bulb. But you can't literally plug one in because the energy is spread out and low voltage. It comes from billions of neurons firing electrical signals to communicate, making the brain a constant low power electrical pulse even during sleep. The next point, it's number 19, longest time between twins being born is is 87. It's 87 days, and that's actually a Guinness World Record of twins being born with so much distance of days between them. It, that record was set by Irish twins named Amy and Katie Jones Elliott. They were born in 2012. The first twin arrived prematurely, so that is the biggest distance days wise between the twins being born. The next point, number 20, is breathe through their butts. Who are they? They are some species of turtles. They, especially in fresh waters, fresh water species can absorb oxygen through their butts, a process called collateral respiration, which helps them survive underwater during winter hibernation. So the next point, fingerprints of which one are almost identical to humans? Answer to that is it's koala. Koala is an Australian animal with Australian animal have gray fur, long ears with no tail. It lives in trees and eats leaves, and koala fingerprints are remarkably similar to human fingerprints. Like loose, wolves, and dogs are these things are so much identical to human beings. Point double two, which are more fake on Earth than real ones? Answer to that is flamingo. Flamingo is a bird, pink color, long legs bird. long-legged birds, and there is a true saying about them. These are significantly more fake plastic flamingos than real ones. Point 23. Moon is moving away from Earth 3 centimeter per year. Yes, it is. Each year, Moon is moving away from Earth about 3 centimeter, or some can say 3.8 centimeter. That's actually 1.5 inches per year. And why is that happening? It's a gradual process caused by tidal interactions where Earth's rotation transfers energy to the Moon, pushing it into a higher orbit and also slightly slows Earth's rotation. Tidal tidal interactions. The next point, 24, only animals that blush are the human beings. That's it. The only animals that blush by themselves are the human beings. Some animals do blush, but they are involuntary. The last point, and that's the most amazing one to me, humans take more photos than were taken in the entire 19th century in 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 just 2 minutes. In just 2 minutes, and that's quite amazing. That with every couple of minutes, the pictures captured are more than during the entire 19th century. And why is that happening? Smartphones making photography ubiquitous with billions of images taken daily compared to the painstaking rare shots of the Victorian era. Which fact surprised you the most? Comment below. Subscribe to No More TV because knowledge has no limits.